underage girls. But then there's a broader issue, and that is that there are rich and powerful people who may not have committed a crime, but who are emailing Jeffrey Epstein well after he's a pedophile, talking about going to his island, talking about wanting to participate in wild parties.
You know, that's what I don't understand, right? Like, they put out the documents, you know, that are heavily redacted. And if the files do come out, and what's going to happen? Like, you know, I see names like Bill Gates floating around and Elon Musk and Prince Andrew. What's going to happen to those individuals? It seems like all of those individuals are too big to fail anyway. So, like, what's the point?
Yes, Charlotte, that's a very good point, including, you said, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Richard Branson, a Google co-founder. There were a lot of names in this last batch, and a lot of people have been asking, so what happens next? I mean, if we get the unredacted files, what is going to happen? So investigators say that any new criminal charges would depend on what, if anything, emerges from the remaining material. But, you know, who knows if we'll ever get that. Again, the Justice Department says that they're done releasing any information. You've got more than 3 million files this last batch. And so they said that they're finished. But you're right. To your point, what is going to happen, especially with these very rich and powerful men who seem to all be in cahoots together to make sure that this information doesn't come out? But
Rokana said something important, too. I mean, you know, even if some of these people aren't like implicated in any crimes, they were emailing with, Jeffrey Epstein well after the fact of people knowing that he was a pedophile.
Yeah.
Which is wild to stand on, because, I mean, there's a lot of people who still communicate with folks like that.
Exactly. But is that a crime, though? You know what I mean? It's maybe morally wrong, but can you charge them with a crime for emailing if you have no proof? You know what I mean? If there's nothing to solidify that they actually, you know, committed an act, a criminal act.
Absolutely.
So